What do you guys prefer to do? Edge, mow, blow, or edge, blow, mow, or blow, mow, edge, or mow, edge, blow? Either one. Anyway, we're starting with the blow today because there's leaves everywhere. And we'll go from there, but today, gonna get into mowing this thing, fertilizing this thing, putting some pigment out, and assessing how I think this has gone, considering we sowed this back in December and we're now in May. Let's do it. Yo mate, what up? Welcome to another lawn tip vid. Tell you what, there is something just beautiful and satisfying about a nice crisp edge. Looking good. How good is the couch looking at the moment actually? Look at that, it is shining. Hard to beat autumn time. Lawns just seem to shine until you get hit by frost like we do here in Orange, but mate, very happy with how this couch grass is progressing at the moment. Basically no bare patches on this side here there are at the moment. The biggest bare patches would be some spots like that you can see. There's just a little bit of sand in between, but we're filling in. Over this side, if you guys watched last week's YouTube video, I showed you a little bit. But this side has been a bit dry just because it drops off with the water there a little bit more than the other side, and there's a few bare patches like this, but they are now starting to fill in, and we've got little baby plants popping up in the middle in May, which is weird. Like we had a -1 last night in town. Out here it probably was about 3 or 4. A little bit warmer out where I live, just because we're a bit lower than in town, which is where the weather station is. Due for some fert. We're going to put some pigment out today to help retain some colour over the coming months, because pigment is a great way to protect your lawn from frost. Let's just talk about the products we're applying and why we're doing it this time of year and not using granular. So, got my Lawn Tips mix, which has iron, which the reason we're putting iron out today is for a boost of colour, and the iron can actually help protect your lawn from frost a little bit too, help with our chlorophyll production. We've got our pure balance. Now the reason we're still pushing balance here on this lawn is because we've still got a bit of growth, and we can put some nitrogen in a liquid form, which is taken up by the foliage, whereas when you're looking at something like a granular fertilizer, it's actually taken up by the root system. So the soil temps are getting a lot cooler at the moment, so it takes a lot longer for granular fertilizers to break down, and the nutrients aren't going to be as readily available. So that's why I generally recommend you switch to liquids at this time of year, because you get more bang for your buck. If you've got cool season grass though, and you're in like Queensland or somewhere a little bit warmer that you're not getting anywhere near frost and your night temps get down to like 15, you can probably still use granular ferts even on your couch and your kayak and your buff, but you will find you'll get probably just more visual response out of liquids this time of year anyway, just because the temperatures have changed so much. Pure seaweed, the reason we do that is for our root system. Great to have a nice strong root system throughout the winter time, just so it's resilient against frost again, and even through the summertime too, to help it a little bit more heat resistant. And the last piece of the puzzle today is we're putting in some of our pure color. So this product here is a pigment, natural pigment, which will basically just give the lawn a green up through the pigment. So it's kind of like a paint. Some people used to say it's cheating, but once you start using this stuff, you realize how good it really is. I actually used to be against it back in the day until I started using it on golf greens and on the golf course. But today, the recommended rate for this, if your lawn's still green, is around about 20 mil. We've got on the bottle, but I'm going to go a little bit crazy with it today and go 50 mil. I'm going to go top rate. just because I really want to protect this and see how long I can keep this ticking along in the winter time. We've got a bigger bottle because we use this for the fairway, the green and everything like that, because we go through a ton of bottles like that. So if you guys would like to see bigger sizes of the pure colour, let us know. We're thinking about doing a 1 litre and a 4 litre too. So if you'd like that, comment down below if you'd like to have some of that. And we have got, if you spend over 250 bucks on the website at the moment, we do chuck in a free one of these for you guys to trial too, because I think it's a great product and I think people need to try it. And there's a lot of like mistrust in it. In the turf industry, people love it. In the homeowner space, I think people still don't quite understand why you'd use it. But mostly so you get that visual response in the winter time when it's a little bit more of a struggle, keep the lawn looking good, and you're also helping protect it from that cooler schmack when it comes in. But we'll get this out soon. When it comes to applying all these products together, just make sure you mix them individually into the tank. So put your tank half full of water and then individually put each product into the tank from the measuring jug. Otherwise they can coagulate a little bit and get thick and react. That's obviously why we don't mix all these products together in just one big product. It's because they're not compatible in the same container without water. But as soon as we put it in our sprayer, it won't be a problem. If you guys weren't aware, we did completely get rid of this lawn. We had kikuyu in here at the start, glyphosated a few times, and then scalped it back, glyphosate one more time after we did all irrigation and everything on this area. And then we sowed down some Royal Bengal couch grass. Now we've been dealing with kikuyu coming back through because we didn't completely get rid of all the soil. Some of the roots were still in the soil, so it shot back through. Once we started watering this to germinate the couch grass, and the kike went, sweet, let's come back to life. Kike is just insane, man. There's a saying, once you've got a little bit of kike in your lawn, say good day to your new kike lawn. It's just crazy stuff. So we've got on top of it this year, believe it or not, with some tribute sprays. So we've applied 3 applications of tribute. That's our last one for the season because it's starting to get a little bit cold, and we got pretty much on top of it. This thing was full of kikuyu before, and now there's only a couple of spots left where the kikuyu is sort of shining through. So that's going to be a next season thing, mostly along the edges where it's a little bit warmer, and then the spots where the couch wasn't super dominant. So you can see a little bit, like just here, that's a bit of kikuyu, that's a bit of kike, and the way it stands out on the lawn is just a little bit more lime green. So across here we can't really see any, but then we get down to this area here, and then there's some throughout that spot there. So this is a spot where it's really bare and we had basically no couch germination. So we'll get back onto the tribute next season. Nothing we can really do about it now, but it's about to go into dormancy anyway, so it's not a big stress. But what do you reckon? Not too bad, hey? Hard to tell because the sun's now starting to come down, but this will improve in colour over the next 2 to 3 days, especially once the liquid iron kicks in. The pigment takes hold a little bit more, but it's definitely improved colour already, which is the pigment. That quick brighten up, help even out the colour a little bit. I mean, you can see on the edge here where we missed, because I wasn't trying to get the concrete, and then the grass there's a nice colour. I don't know if you can see that on camera actually, but you can see it in person. Even up the colour on this side a little bit too. A little bit less intense contrast on that area. Right? Yeah, that evens out that contrast so much better. This side's the side though that is shining like so good. Just gets a lot more sun, doesn't get all the tree, like the shade from the trees just here like this side does. Isn't quite as big of a slope either on this side. Quite a few things in favour of this side here, but next season, once it's established, this will be great. It's just getting past that like teething stage. Like 4 months in, I'm pretty happy, considering we got so much wash of seed throughout that area too. So it's now a few days later. The weather is absolutely filthy. We had snow up on the mountain yesterday. Today is 8 degrees for the top. Yuck, but look at the colour difference. The iron has kicked in now. I think the sun's about to come through too, which would be perfect for the lighting to match the other day. Look how much colour we've got now in this area. That iron has really kicked in. Pigment has started to take effect a couple of days later. Even this side here, look at the difference. So much more even in that section there. Just evens the colour out so much, which is awesome. Doesn't look as dry and nasty down that side at all now, because I put some more colour in there with the pigment and the liquid iron and a bit of fertiliser. Now I do need to clean some of the pigment off the edges where I oversprayed. Some lemon oil, citric acid, can get rid of that. I want to try, I've got some boar stain remover in the shed, so I want to try that too, but looks good, man. Looking so good. Love it. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Really, really appreciate it. Have an update on the ryegrass surrounds for you very soon, but it is growing. You may have seen it in the back of this video. She's green. Anyway, appreciate you. See you soon. Little sneak peek. It's day 13. Can you see that green haze? Yeah, buddy.